The situation in Cleveland has officially gone nuclear because insider Mary Kay just dropped a bombshell that has the entire NFL world spinning. The Browns board has allegedly been holding private meetings to find a brand new head coach after the whole Shedeur Sanders sabotage mess exploded behind the scenes. This ain't small drama. This is front office panic mixed with locker room chaos, and it's turning into one of the biggest organizational meltdowns of the season. The moment Mary Kay reported that the board wasn't just concerned, but actually meeting repeatedly to discuss candidates, social media lit up instantly. Fans have been calling for change ever since Shedeur's reps leaked that the rookie was set up for failure with 0 first-team reps, no timing work with his receivers, and a game plan that looked like it came from a Madden simulation. But according to fresh reports, those accusations didn't just annoy fans, they straight up embarrassed ownership. Now the board is looking around the league for a coach who won't play games with a franchise quarterback's future, and the tension is hotter than ever in that building. What's making this whole thing insane is that this isn't just talk anymore. People around the team have been whispering for days that the board is furious over how the offense was being handled, how Shedeur was thrown into the fire without real preparation, and how the coaching staff kept pushing the Dillon Gabriel situation while ignoring every sign that Shedeur was the future of the franchise. Mary Kay's report hit like a punch to the jaw because she doesn't speak unless something is actually moving, and insiders say the Browns board is treating this like a full-on emergency. They see the fan base revolting, the players choosing sides, and the national media torching the franchise every hour. The board allegedly feels like the sabotage talk isn't dying down. It's growing bigger, and now it's making the organization look weak and dysfunctional, which is something ownership never tolerates. Sources around the NFL say the board wants stability, respect, and a clean reset, but with Shedeur as the centerpiece, not the problem. This latest twist comes after Shedeur's fiery post-game comments where he talked about lack of preparation, lack of chemistry, and said everything that fans had been screaming for weeks. His honesty got the nation on his side, and now the narrative has completely flipped. The rookie looks like the grown man in the room while the staff looks lost. Mary Kay's scoop only added gasoline to a burning situation that already had players questioning why the offense hasn't been modernized, why star receivers aren't getting targeted properly, and why the quarterback room feels divided. Around the league, executives are quietly watching the Browns implode because anytime a board starts looking for replacements mid-season, it means the leash is basically cut. One insider even said, "Yeah, the trust is gone. They're just waiting for the right moment." And the craziest part? Every day this drags out, more names are being whispered as possible replacements, major ones. This scandal has officially turned the Browns upside down, and it looks like the board is ready to hit reset in the most dramatic way possible. The talk now is that the Browns board isn't just exploring options. They're moving aggressively behind the scenes, and Mary Kay's report exposed a whole blueprint that's already in motion. According to the latest whispers, the tension began weeks before Shedeur ever stepped on the field, with multiple offensive staff members clashing over control, play calling, and how much responsibility the rookie should take on. Some coaches wanted to unleash him early, others wanted to hold him back, and instead of unity, it turned into an internal Cold War. That's where the sabotage idea really took root, not just from one bad decision, but from a power struggle that spilled out into public view when Shedeur struggled due to lack of preparation reps. Fans started connecting the dots, players started side-eyeing each other, and the front office realized the narrative was turning toxic fast. The board allegedly started these secret meetings right after Shedeur's emergency start against the Ravens, the one that went viral for all the wrong reasons. Reports say members of ownership were livid that a rookie was thrown into a playoff-level defense with no prep, no rhythm, and no trust built with the starters. Mary Kay's update hit the internet at the exact moment insiders were saying the board had lost confidence in the leadership style currently running the team. And let's be real, once fans saw Shedeur's raw honesty about never getting real first-team reps, everyone knew something behind the scenes was messy, but Mary Kay's confirmation made it official. What's wild is that the board is allegedly divided too. Some want a hard reset, some want a mid-season shift, and others want to wait until the offseason but already have their list of candidates. And names are flying everywhere. Young coordinators who run modern schemes, former head coaches who specialize in building around young quarterbacks, and even some big retired legends being floated around in conversation. The board is apparently tired of old-school coaching holding back new-school talent, especially when Shedeur is bringing electricity to the fan base like no rookie since Mayfield's early days. And here's the latest twist. Insiders are saying the board was shocked when Shedeur received standing ovations at practice after clips went viral showing him torching the first-team defense. The building shifted, the players shifted, and the energy shifted around him. That created a weird vibe because it made ownership question why the rookie wasn't being supported from day one. Mary Kay doubling down on the coach search meetings only added more smoke to a situation that's already on fire. Right now, the Browns aren't just dealing with a quarterback controversy. They're dealing with a leadership crisis, a locker room divide, and a fan base that's fully locked into the Shadour Sanders era. And trust this, the board sees every bit of it, and that's why these meetings aren't stopping anytime soon. The real heat kicked in after new videos leaked this week showing Shedeur lighting up practice like a superstar, and the entire league took notice. Analysts started saying the Browns had been holding back a weapon this whole time, and suddenly the Sabotage story went from rumor to straight embarrassment for the franchise. Mary Kay's report dropped right in the middle of that storm, confirming that the board has been in crisis mode meetings ever since. They don't want a young quarterback's growth being destroyed by coaching decisions that lack long-term vision, especially when Shedeur is drawing national attention, celebrity support, and becoming one of the most talked about rookies of the season. When the rookie becomes the face of the team and the coach becomes the question mark, someone is getting pushed out, and insiders now believe that's exactly what's happening. New buzz around the facility claims the board doesn't trust the way the offense is being run at all. They think the scheme is outdated, the quarterback rotation is messy, and the communication between coaches has completely fallen apart. Shedeur's struggles weren't just growing pains. They exposed fundamental issues in leadership, accountability, and preparation. And legends around the league have been saying the same thing all week. You can't mishandle a franchise quarterback like that. Mary Kay's scoop just confirmed that the board agrees. People close to the team claim that the board was especially furious about the lack of transparency and how reps were distributed. The coaching staff apparently told the front office one thing while running something totally different on the practice field. And once the truth got out, ownership felt blindsided. And let's be real, nothing makes a franchise angrier than being embarrassed publicly. Shedeur's press conference went viral worldwide, and fans immediately blamed the coaching staff instead of the rookie. That shift in public support is what made ownership start grilling everyone behind closed doors. Here's the craziest new detail. Insiders say the board has already asked around the league about the availability of certain offensive-minded head coaches who specialize in developing young quarterbacks. Some names are shocking, including a few who are currently working TV jobs but have expressed interest in returning to the sidelines. When a front office starts asking questions behind the scenes, that means the decision is already halfway made. Add to that the fact that Shedeur's teammates have been showing him massive love on social media, celebrating his progress, reposting highlight clips, and calling him the future. This created even more pressure on the coaching staff, who now look completely out of sync with their own locker room. Mary Kay's report basically exposed the truth. This team is ready to move on, and all that's missing is the final conversation that makes it official. The Browns board is reportedly fed up because the Shedeur situation exposed deeper cracks within the organization. Issues with trust, miscommunication, and straight-up ego clashes behind the scenes. According to sources, this wasn't just about reps or game plans. This was about a staff refusing to adjust to a new era while the rest of the league evolves. And Mary Kay confirming that the board is already holding meetings to find a replacement proves the situation reached a point of no return. The board is tired of watching other teams thrive with young quarterbacks while Cleveland gets stuck in the same cycle. Great roster, wasted potential, messy leadership. Insiders revealed this week that players have been venting quietly, saying the offense feels predictable, stiff, and outdated, and that Shedeur is the type of quarterback who thrives in creativity, tempo, and freedom. Instead, he was forced into a rigid structure that didn't fit his strengths at all. Someone in the building apparently told reporters that the scheme felt like driving a Ferrari in first gear, and that sparked even more criticism online. Fans started dragging the entire offensive staff, saying they were wasting elite talent and creating unnecessary drama. The Shedeur sabotage talk grew even stronger after new practice footage leaked showing the rookie dropping absolute bombs on the defense. Smooth timing, deep shots, anticipation throws, everything fans had been begging to see. And when those videos hit the timeline, they completely destroyed whatever excuse the coaching staff had left. Mary Kay's news then hit like a thunderclap, confirming that the board wasn't ignoring the mess, they were actively planning a reset. The latest buzz says the board is now narrowing down a list of offensive candidates with modern systems. Fast tempo, spacing, shotgun efficiency, RPO variations, basically the opposite of what Shedeur was forced into during his debut. And guess what? Some of the names being mentioned privately have massive influence, huge track records, and elite reputations for developing young stars into MVP candidates. People around the league are shocked that Cleveland might actually make a move this bold. There's also chatter that the board is monitoring team chemistry closely, watching how the players respond to Shedeur's rise. Multiple sources say the locker room leans heavily towards supporting Shedeur as the long-term starter. And when the locker room picks the quarterback over the coach, the writing is already on the wall. Mary Kay's update basically confirmed that ownership is listening to those signs carefully, and they don't want the team divided heading into the toughest part of the season. This isn't just about fixing mistakes. This is about saving a franchise before it collapses under internal chaos. And now that Shedeur is proving he's the real deal, the board knows they can't afford to waste another year with the wrong leadership running the show. Now the NFL is watching Cleveland like a reality show meltdown because the signs are pointing to one thing. The board is gearing up to replace the head coach, and the Shedeur sabotage scandal is the final straw. Mary Kay's report basically confirmed that ownership lost trust in how things were being handled, and the leaks coming from inside the building only make the situation look even worse. The board wants someone who knows how to build around a dual-threat quarterback with poise, intelligence, and superstar potential. And Shedeur checks all those boxes. That means the new coach will be hired with a clear mission: put the franchise in Shedeur's hands and build everything around him. Recent updates say the board believes they already have a roster capable of competing deep into the playoffs. Elite defense, dangerous weapons, strong O-line. All they need is a coach who isn't afraid to modernize the offense and let Shedeur operate freely. The crazy thing is, the fan base already turned fully behind this plan. They've been chanting Shedeur's name, spamming social media with support, and calling out the coaching staff for weeks. And now that Mary Kay confirmed what everyone suspected, the board is done. The fans feel like their voices are finally being heard. It's chaos, but it's progress. Insiders say the board is preparing to make this move sooner rather than later. The latest rumor claims they want a new coach in place by the offseason at the absolute latest, but if the losing continues or more drama pops up, that timeline could get pushed forward fast. And trust, the board is watching every game, every possession, every locker room reaction. They're analyzing the vibes, the discipline, the energy, and the direction of the team. And right now, everything points toward a reset. Players have been dropping hints too. Multiple stars have liked posts supporting Shedeur, praising his work ethic, and throwing subtle shade at the coaching decisions being made. One player even posted a cryptic message saying, "We know what the problem is," and fans instantly connected it to the coaching situation. When Mary Kay's report hit, those posts suddenly made perfect sense. Now the Browns are entering a critical moment, a make or break chapter for the franchise. If they put the right coach with Shedeur, this team could explode into a powerhouse. But if they let the sabotage energy continue, the entire locker room could fracture. That's why the board is moving quietly but aggressively. They see the window, and they don't want to waste the chance to build a dynasty around a young star who's already caught the attention of the entire league.